Good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you Unit 3, My Shadow. Do you know whenever there is light, someone follows you? Have you ever wondered who is it? Yes, it is your shadow. And that's the poem that we are going to be learning today, My Shadow. So let's read and enjoy it. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me, and what can be the use of him is more than I can see. So the explanation of this is, in the stanza, the poet is saying that he has a little shadow of him, which is the shadow, and that follows him wherever he goes. The poet is not able to understand the use of the shadow except that the shadow follows him everywhere. He is very like me from the heels up to the head, and I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. So here what the poet is saying is that the shadow is totally like him. That means like the poet, from the head till the toes. And whenever he goes to sleep, his shadow jumps or hops into the bed before him, before the poet. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. So the explanation of these two lines are, the poet finds it very funny or strange the way the shadow grows. It becomes big, it becomes small, all of a sudden in size. The shadow grows immediately, whereas children take time to grow taller. The next two lines, for he sometimes shoots up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. So here the poet is comparing the shadow with an India rubber ball, because the rubber ball bounces up and down, becoming tall and short. Okay, and sometimes the shadow becomes so tiny or small that it seems like nothing is there at all. One morning, very early before the sun I was up, I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. So here the explanation. One morning, the poet woke up before everyone, even before the sun. That is, he got up very early. And what he saw? He saw dewdrops, okay, of water on yellow flowers. But my lazy little shadow, like an orange sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. So here the poet is saying that one morning his shadow becomes lazy and a bad one. He wanted to sleep more and more and more. The poet is saying one morning he was out of bed, but his shadow stayed fast asleep in bed. Okay, so that's the explanation of the poem. Thank you. Here is the written part of the poem My Shadow. Meanings and sentences. First, India rubber ball. A ball that can bounce very high. Sentence: Kevin was bouncing a big red India rubber ball on the floor before it. Second, buttercup, a yellow flower. Sentence: Buttercup plants are attacked by a number of insects, fungi, and grazing animals. Third, aren't means bad. Sentence: All tree of earth cooed like aren't fools. Fourth, aren't sleepyhead, completely inattentive. Sentence: Wake up, aren't sleepyhead, your breakfast is ready. Now we come to page number 44. Let's read. Your question and answers, these are. First, why do you think your shadow looks like? So I think my shadow looks exactly like me. Second question is, why do you think your shadow jumps into bed before you can? So the answer is, the shadow is not a physical thing and it appears faster than light. It is because of that my shadow falls on the bed before I can. The third question is, what time of the day do you think when your shadow is the tallest and why? A. Morning, B. Afternoon, or C. Night? The answer is, our shadow is the tallest in the morning. It is because the sun rays are slanting at the time of sunrise. Question 4. Read the lines from the poem and answer the following. He is very like me from the heels up to the head. A. Who does he refer to? B. Who does me refer to? C. Why are he and me alike? Answer A. He refers to shadow. B. Me refers to the poet. And C. He and me are alike because they look exactly like each other. Now we come to let's talk. Work in pairs and discuss the following. What would you do if you are kept in this situation? Now you have to think, what would you do? Okay. A dog chases you. So what would you do if a dog chases you? So the answer is, if a dog chases me, I would not run away and walk slowly. B. You have forgotten your homework copy at home. So what would you do? So answer is, I will tell the truth to the teacher. And in the third situation, you are alone in a room and the lights go off. So what will you do? So if I am alone in my room and lights go out, I would light a candle. Okay. So page number 45, fun time it is over here. Okay. So here, shine a torch behind your hand and see its shadow on the wall. Move the torch a little away from your hand and see the shadow on the wall. Do you find a difference in the size of the hand on the wall? So the answer is yes, there is a difference. The hand of the shadow becomes smaller than the first shadow on the wall. Now on page number 46, let's write is here. Okay. It's a fill in the blanks using one of the words given in the brackets. A. Where is the child? Dash parents have come to school. So which option will you take? Who, whose, which? So whose. B. I saw many houses dash were quite spacious. So which, whose or who? So the answer that you will take is which. C. Mathematics is my favorite subject, is so interesting. Options given here is who, which, that. So you will take which. The poet dash you read out is so lovely. Options are whose, which, that. So the answer is that. E. I know the street dash he lives on. Options given are whose, that, which. So the answer is which. F. I like reading books dash have pictures in it. And options are that, who, which. So the answer is that. G. The old lady dash I met in your house is my neighbor. Options whom, that, and which. So the answer is whom. Now we come to the next question. Complete the description by answering the questions below. A. What do you think is the name of the dog? So I think the name of the dog is Shadow. B. Why is she called that? She is called Shadow because she follows Mittu like a shadow where she goes. Then what color is she? Her color is grey. And do you think she is friendly? So the answer is yes, she is a friendly dog. E. What does she like to eat? So the answer is she likes to eat a chop and dog biscuits. So page number 47. Write a few lines on Mittu, who is little dog named Shadow. So answer is she is a beautiful white dog. She follows Mittu like a shadow wherever she goes. She is a friendly dog. And the next one is she likes to eat pieces of bones. And she has made a little house for Shadow. So here we come to the end of the written part of this poem Shadow. Thank you.